Hiya, boo-boo. Hiya, boo-boo. Hey, everybody. Welcome to... I don't have to whisper. They're, like, old enough now. Right?
They're way old enough.
Okay. Welcome to the big 9 o'clock hour, everybody. I'm Raul Martinez.
And I'm Christina Denziel. It is Tuesday, June 20th.
And it's going to be hot today. Oh, man. I'll have your forecast coming up in just a few minutes. There is relief in sight. It's a little bit, but I'll tell you when.
Thank you very much. I have a stick mic. I feel like Bob Barker hosting a show. By the way, guess who's here today? Superstar, basketball legend, Hall of Famer superstar Bill Walton is on the show today talking about how to get a business started, up and running. So he'll be on a little bit later on. But first, hi, sweetheart. You want to say hi?
Say hi, Henry.
Say hi. Okay. Portions on the rise, we know that. And not only is it affecting moms and dads and their waistline, but also the little ones and the babies and the kids. We're here with Katie Ferraro talking about properly getting those portions. It's so important. Katie, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Look at the kiddos. Oh, yes, please. You're in charge of the food. I'm not in charge of feeding you kids, right? Hey,
So
what's
we're
up, buddy?
talking about portions today and avoiding portion distortion because 1 in 6 kids is overweight or obese. And
1 in 6. Isn't that
I know,
amazing?
it's kind of sad, but we have good news. So, talking about a new rule called parents provide and children decide, right? It's our job to give our kids healthy foods at appropriate times, meal times, snack times, but that they ultimately will decide how much they eat. So I get a lot of questions from parents like, how much food should a kid be eating? So I got a couple tips for you so that you don't have to worry if you're overfeeding your baby or underfeeding your baby. So, first of all, we're gonna start out with balancing your plate. And I brought some sample plates for you to see in the middle there. If you think about your plate in quadrants, split it up in 4 parts, half of your plate should be fruits or vegetables, and that goes for kids as well. So you can see the little plates in the middle there are good for like a 6-month-old baby, and then an older kid might have the plates on the outside. Same foods, always a fruit or a vegetable, but you can see a little bit larger portions.
Oh, I see. And what about the whole, hey kids, you have to finish what's on your plate. When they're deciding their own what they eat, that doesn't apply?
We kind of say, that we heard that growing up, right? Eat everything on your plate, but we actually know that kids have an ability to stop eating when they're full. We override that, right? We can eat and eat when we're not full. But we want our kids to stop eating when they're full. We don't want to encourage them to eat their whole plate if possible. Just let them eat what they want to. Some days they'll eat more, some days they'll eat less, and that's okay.
Okay, so you have 4, so they seem like a pretty hungry bunch. Is there a way to do an order? Do they have to eat things in order? Because when you give them that plate, for example, there's like there's a fruit, there's a veggie. Do they have to eat it?
You don't have to. Every kid's different. I know my kids love fruit, and I love for them to love fruit. But if I put fruit out first, they won't eat anything else.
Sure.
So I generally put the vegetables along with the protein and the starchy food, and then I'll kind of save the fruit until the end.
Do they have to eat more?
Dessert.
Do they eat more often? Do they eat? I mean, how do you keep track of that?
That's a great question.
Different ages.
So kids have smaller stomachs than we do, so snacks are actually very important. A lot of parents think snacks are unhealthy, but kids need to eat 2 to 3 snacks a day on top of the 3 meals a day because they can't get all their needs in just 3 meals a day.
What's a good snack that isn't? Because you have the pantry and then you have like the easy things, and in the real world you want to have the easy, like some chips or something like that. And that's not necessarily good.
I always encourage parents to think outside the bag. Okay, that snacks don't need to come out of a bag, and fruit actually makes a fantastic snack. So I usually try to pair a fruit with some sort of a bready food, like some bread or some pasta. Even just smaller versions of normal meals are perfect for kids for portioning for snacks.
Okay, which should be the largest portion? Like, which of these things should be the largest portion?
Okay, that's a great question. A lot of parents think it's the protein, and protein is important, but it's not the most important thing. I always encourage the bread foods, so the starchy foods like the potatoes. He wants to show you his water drinking skills. But the starchy foods are always the best as well.
Okay, the drinks?
The drinks. Okay,
let's talk about the drinks.
Let's rethink our drinks. So I'm sure your kids have these like sippy cup things that they run around with, right? And they're oftentimes way too big. So I always encourage parents, the cup that you see here, this is a pretty cool cup.
It's a good size.
It's 4 ounces. That's way more even than they need. You don't need a huge thermos of milk. So kids only need about 2 to 3 cups of milk a day.
Yeah.
These guys, I gave them water because they're just learning.
Oh my goodness.
You gonna try it out? So these are great cups. These are called baby Bjorn cups, and they're kind of weighted so that the little kids learning how to eat. But that's
so they don't tip over as easily.
And that's a good amount. You don't need a massive thing full of milk.
How much milk is a day once they start drinking on their own?
Okay, so once they're over 1, they can have cow's milk, and about 2 cups for a little older kids, 2 to 3. Oftentimes we see kids drinking 5 and 6 cups of milk, and that's way too much. So
I like how they
watch
look at each
the
other
milk.
in terms of analyzing each other's techniques.
They're
you know?
showing off their drinking skills.
Look at
Look at that.
this, huh?
Or throwing it on the ground. Good
Wow.
job, man.
Okay, let's talk. This is so important. You have a free class.
I am.
I like it when you have free classes and teach people how to do this.
Exactly. So if you have any questions about feeding a baby, I'm offering a baby feeding workshop.
Okay.
This 2 times this week, actually, on Thursday and on Friday, and it's free. It's online, and you can go to workshop.100babyfoods.com and learn how to get your babies to eat 100 different foods before they turn 1.
Okay, Katie, I have a question for you because I'm noticing that you keep replenishing.
Yeah.
And then they pushed away. So you keep replenishing. When they're done, you put more on there. And then if they're done, that's when they're done?
This is everything on TV is fake,
Yeah.
right? At home, I put all their
Not
food out.
everything.
Sorry.
My comedy is so real,
It's
Katie.
okay.
These laughs are real.
But I put all the food out at once, and then
Yeah.
because that's a good visual for them
Sure,
to
sure.
learn how to stop when they're done eating. So putting it out at once is a good tip for parents.
Okay, let's get all the information up for you right now. Get your baby to eat 100 foods before turning 1. I love that, by the way. It's fantastic. Oh, everybody okay? My kid's 4. He's still kind of, the water is hard to drink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thursday, June 22nd from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. And also Friday, June 23rd from 10 to 11. Again, it's all free on our website. The Scene on Tap. Y'all okay? You put the avocado in your water?
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, yes. You want to take the microphone and say bye-bye?